Hey, Mr. Pro Science Player here, and today we're back with another video where basically what we're doing is, of course, as you can see the title, how to be a PZP Mega Edition. Now, the reason why I'm going over the Mega Edition is because we're doing six pieces of advice this week instead of 3. The reason for this is because last week I skipped it and I did it on purpose. I didn't do it on accident. I did it on purpose because I wanted to do a Mega Edition this week. So if you guys don't know what how to be a PZP is, listen to the damn intro, you dumbass. Pro Zombies Player. That means I'm going to teach you how to be good at zombies, but I kind of want to base my own twist on it because obviously I'm a pro science player. You're going to be a pro science player. Let's start this video with my first piece of advice for today, which is obviously get Widow's Wine last. Now, Widow's Wine, one of the most useful perks in the world. Yeah, it doesn't need to be gotten really early. Now, this is usually gotten when you finally get all your perks, and this should be your last perk primarily because honestly, you need to set up, and this is the final perk to set up because it basically, as soon as you get it, you're going to need to start training because other than that, it's not really that useful. If you're just walking around the map willy-nilly, doing whatever, it's not really the most useful perk. It's useful when you're training or camping, and honestly, why do you need it when you're walking around the map trying to figure out how to make the wolf bow? My second piece of advice today is get Electric Cherry as your 5th perk. At least get it if you have an unquenchable. Now the reason for this is because what this perk allows you to do is it allows you to stun zombies when you reload, which is extremely useful, guys. The only problem with it is the fact that all the other 4 perks I've went over is slightly more useful than this perk. Obviously, Speed Cola being useful because you need to reload your gun faster. Double Tap being useful because it allows you to increase your firepower. Juggernaut being useful because it increases your health. And of course, Widow's Wine, allowing you to create cobwebs and have Semtexes and your awesome knife. But let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest, folks. Electric Cherry isn't as useful as these perks, which is why you should get it as a 5th perk or don't get it at all. Your choice. Let's get into my third piece of advice for today, which is use the Haymaker against Panzer, because the Panzer is such a boss, such a beast, that you can't use any other weapon against him. I mean, you can use the KN, you can use the Brecci, you can use, I guess you can use the KRM, but you can only use it if you upgrade it. You can't, don't use the non-upgrade KRM. It's not gonna kill him at all. But you can use any gun, I guess, against him, except the FAL. The FAL won't do anything against him. Don't use the FAL ever. But my point being, try to use the Haymaker. The Haymaker is the best suit to kill him over any other weapons, which is why it is my third piece of advice. My fourth piece of advice is if you're trying to kill the Panzer, use a Death Ray. The Death Ray is extremely useful. It will immediately put him in the air, and he won't be able to damage you whatsoever, meaning you can just camp and kill, which is really amazing, which is why it's my 4th piece of advice. My 5th piece of advice, don't buy the Bowie knife. It is not worth your 3,000 points by the time you even have enough to buy it, especially on Draha. It's going to be round 9, and you should only buy it if you're trying to do specific tasks that require you to have a Bowie knife. But personally, I don't really care for it, which is why it's my 5th piece of advice. Now my final piece of advice for today is don't be a douche, buy doors for your teammates. If you guys don't know what I'm trying to say, if you're playing in an open lobby, which you really shouldn't because they're just 5-year-old squeakers, basically what you should do is open the doors for them. Don't be a douche, especially if you're playing on Zetsubo Nishima. The doors are really expensive. Be a nice guy, open the doors. Hope you guys did enjoy the video though. If you're a Pro Science player, you'll like the video. If you're not a Pro Science player yet, all you need to do is subscribe. See you next episode. Goodbye and farewell.